Good morning, Facebook and YouTube, and all either 7 or 8 of my subscribers. It is 10 o'clock on a beautiful Saturday morning in Lineville, Alabama, and I just got off of work. I was going to go to Pull Aparts and also try to meet the guy with the push bar up there in Birmingham and try to get it, but, well, I guess I'll have more money to do that with next week, unless I got to work again, which is fine by me. But anyway, figured I'd do a little work on my car, seeing as how the morning's shot. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do a few separate videos. I got a couple lights I need to change, and I got to redo that black trim bar on the back right there. I got to repaint it, which I also went ahead, since I didn't go to Birmingham, I went ahead and ordered the police interceptor sticker, or badge, I mean, and a 4.6 liter decal on eBay, so them will be here next week. So I figured I'd go ahead and do this little trim paint this week. Now, as you can see, I thought I had enough skill to not overspray like that, but about the time I got spraying good, here comes a gust of wind over the hill at 90 mile an hour. But I got it right there, got a little bit on the light. Got my windshield a little bit. And I got that little piece of rubber right there in that window. But I has a tool for that, and there it is. I'm going to try to see if I can scrape some of that paint off. Now, something else I'm dealing with is there used to be an Air Force sticker right here off of the car that this came off of. As you can tell, it's been on a few cars, I guess. But looks like it used to be a taxi, maybe. But anyway, I'm not in the Air Force. I mean, if you are, that's great. But I don't want to misrepresent, so I went ahead and took it off. Plus, it was starting to peel anyway. So I got to melt that glue with something, preferably hot water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and piss on it and see if it'll wipe off. No, I'm playing. I'm joking. I actually got some water boiling in there right now. I'm going to take it off with soap and water because this all needs to be clean anyway. Then I'm going to go ahead and prep. And got me a newspaper just for that. This is all you need right here for this little paint job. Alamarita, of course. I got some vinyl and fabric specialty coating because this does not need to be rigid. It moves around when you shut the trunk, and I'm afraid I might accidentally break it, seeing as how it's kind of old. It's brittle. Now this vinyl and fabric duplicolor paint is ideal for dashboards, door panels, seats, and carpet. Of course, it's a rattle can. Now, the cool thing about painting with a newspaper is you get to do something that you rarely get to do anymore. You get to read the comics. Plus, you don't have to spend $20 for a roll of painter's paper. But if you ever think about painting your dash or your interior, I'm going to go ahead and show you on the Buick what happens if you don't use vinyl and fabric paint. Now, when I first painted this, it was all one piece and it was nice, except for that little bit on that door over there that was starting to peel anyway. But after the paint finally dried a month later, it was tacky for a month. All right, I'm not joking. But after it finally dried like a month later, that happened. So now I got this massive crack in the dash right there that just magically appeared after I painted it. So I guess that's what happened. I guess paint shrunk back and pulled the fabric with it, or the vinyl, I mean. But I'm gonna go get that pot of water and get some soap in it, see if I can get that sticker residue off. Alright, let's see what this does to it. God almighty, that's hot. Whew. Dang. I would just pour the water on there, but if it gets on this plastic bumper, it might warp it. Which, actually, if you ever get a dent in a plastic bumper that's really bad and it's creased and it's stuck in, I've seen tricks online where you take boiling water, I mean rolling boiling water, and pour on that, and that dent will most of the time just boom and come back out. Still have a little crease in there, but it won't be as bad. But God almighty, that water is hot. Anyway, go ahead and get started on this here. I'll have to let that rag cool off a little bit. Okay, managed to get all the glue off on that side, on the sticker there. This police interceptor decal was on there so long that some of the glue actually soaked into the plastic, so I don't know how well that's going to do, but I'm going to cover that up with another decal anyway. Went ahead and just cleaned off the back bumper, the whole thing, so it'd be at least either consistently clean or consistently dirty, one or the other. And surprisingly, you can still see where they had Pensacola painted on the bottom of the bumper there, which, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry real good while I do my prep work. Get the newspaper taped on there and everything. So, we'll see how it goes. Okay. Took me a while to get everything covered up, but I finally did. I used an old credit card to tuck the tape and paper into them seams right there, the cracks and all. But I finally got it all covered up. What I ain't gonna paint. Now, oh, and by the way, Indigo Platinum, here's what I think of your credit card offer, or loan offer anyway. Yeah. Damn. Good thing I got some white paint. But, okay. Let's get this thing started. Okay. Well, I got all the prep work off, all that newspaper, and that looks damn good. Now, I did manage to pull a little bit of the old paint off right there, but that's okay. I kind of expected that. It was loose right there anyway, where it had been hit in the rear end. Yeah. But I can always use the same procedure. As a matter of fact, I still got the white paint from the other week in my back seat. I'll just lay a newspaper right here and tape this up a little bit, and it'll be done. But, yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Oh, now I'm going to get me a police interceptor decal to go back over here. And I'm going to put my 4.6 decal over here. So, yeah. That looks a lot better than it did. But, I'm going to get off here anyway. Talk to y'all later. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Goodbye.